Works established an automobile department in 1933. By the following year, Kiichiro Toyoda's team had developed Japan's first prototype automobile engine. In 1935, they accomplished the almost impossible, the creation of Toyota's first prototype automobile, the Model A1, conceived, designed, and built from scratch in just 5 years. Toyota was once again on the road to success, but this time, instead of looms making cloth, it was a factory manufacturing automobiles. They now had a new product and a new product name, Toyota. Changing the name from Toyoda to Toyota in Japanese required fewer brushstrokes, and the Toyota family liked the way it looked. The following year marked the birth of Toyota Motor Corporation, which laid the groundwork for decades of industry leadership. The next step was to set up a network of dealerships all across Japan. The car was an instant success, and it soon became clear that another manufacturing plant was needed. To raise the necessary funds, Kiichiro Toyoda sold shares in a new company, Toyota Motor Company Limited. The new plant was built in Koromo, Japan, now known as Toyota City. Toyota Motor Company began with great enthusiasm and excitement. By the late 40s, global events brought Toyota close to bankruptcy, and Kiichiro Toyoda was forced to cut workers' pay. 2 years later, the company closed 2 facilities, and 1,600 workers were asked to resign. Deaths continued to mount as auto union workers went on strike and brought production to a halt. As a result, Kiichiro Toyoda resigned. It was only then that the workers realized how serious the company's situation had become, and out of respect for him, many workers voluntarily resigned. With the Koromo factory operating at full capacity, Toyota was back on the road to profitability within a few years. They had lost a lot of ground, but they were determined to catch up. Toyota formed a new independent sales operation, Toyota Motor Sales Company Limited. Just as they were gaining momentum, fate would once again cast a shadow over the company. In 1952, their leader and mentor, Kiichiro Toyoda, passed away. Eiji Toyoda, Kiichiro Toyoda's cousin, had been in charge of manufacturing Toyota's first car. In fact, he was the department's first employee at the new location. Eiji Toyoda had been given the task of upgrading Japan's automaking technology. To oversee his plans, he appointed Taiichi Ono, a section chief at the engine machine shop. Taiichi had begun his career at Toyota Spinning and Weaving, and like Sakichi Toyoda, he had a passion for efficiency. The job of improving Toyota's productivity was enormous. Taiichi Ono discovered that the company needed to focus not on the people, but on the process.
トヨタの生産性を高める仕事は素晴らしいものでした。I had been told that American workers on average are 9 times as productive as the Japanese. The difference was not in the people, but in the process. So Toyota has to learn to work smarter, or as Sakichi Toyoda would say, be an innovative and creative thinker.
Together, Eiji Toyoda and Taiichi Ono examined every aspect of the plant. In the factory, they set up the machines in the order they were used. Thus, production flowed more smoothly and productivity increased. This system, which came to be known as the Toyota Production System, was paving the way for the company's success in the automotive industry. By the mid-50s, Toyota was the leading Japanese auto manufacturer. Looking for new horizons, Toyota set its sights on the global marketplace. In 1955, Shotaro Kamiya was president of Toyota Motor Sales Company Limited. He had just returned from a visit to the United States, where he found a growing number of small European import cars alongside the big Detroit models.
アメリカに来た時、素晴らしい繁栄を見ました。
It seemed as if every American family wanted 2 cars.
But they could only afford 1 American car. We knew that the time was right for Toyota to come to America because we knew we could build a more affordable car.
The car Toyota would ship was the Toyopet Crown. The company believed international success and acceptance was just around the corner. In 1957, Toyota became a global company when Toyota Motor Sales USA was formed. Within a year, the first dealership was opened in Hollywood, California. The cars were lined up and ready to sell. They waited for the rush of customers that never came. Disaster. Less than 300 cars were sold the first year. All the dreams and expectations were replaced by failure and frustration. The Toyopet Crown was a good vehicle for the moderate speeds of Japanese roads. But when the Crown got on American highways, it lost power, overheated, and used far too much gas and oil. Committed to success in America, Toyota would not give up. Once again, they had learned a valuable lesson. They would need to build a car specifically for the American road. Overseeing this vital project was Kiichiro Toyoda's eldest son, Shoichiro Toyoda. It was Shoichiro who implemented what would become known as Toyota's total quality control. This was to prove an effective measure not only for the U.S., but also for other markets. Thus began the first stage of Toyota's transformation into a global company, export market development. In the 1950s, the company began to export its vehicles to such geographically diverse locations as the United States, Brazil, Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, Australia, and Thailand.
สวัสดีครับ Toyota ยินดีต้อนรับครับสไตล์ที่คุณวาง
Toyota taknumgärdi.
Toyota, kalite hayatınızı değiştirir.
The company's export strategy was based on the principle of Genshi Genbutsu. Go to the source to find the facts you need to make a correct decision. And so Toyota did extensive research into the needs of consumers in their various export markets. The result? International success and acceptance.
There's a new hot one on the American road, the Toyota Corona. And the editors of Motor Trend report Corona is miles ahead of competition in performance.
The introduction of the Corona for the American market brought success that went beyond sales. In 1965, Toyota Motor Company was awarded the Deming Application Prize, a prestigious award given each year to the